Hi, welcome to Talking Sense. It's a series on just some practical points that you can begin to implement in your lives. They're useful for your financial growth, but we found that financial growth is closely linked to personal growth and the goals and ambitions that you have. So what we're discussing today is what motivates you. If you're not clear on what is motivating you, then sometimes you can get lost along the way. And it's hard to keep up the energy that is required to find the success in the investments that you want, in the lifestyle that you want to have. And so I'm here to encourage you to, number one, visualize your motivation. I know you've heard of this tool before, but it's a powerful tool, a vision board. Why? Because when you can see the things that matter to you, somewhere on it's in front of you, let's say in an office space like this, these pieces of paper around you, maybe pictures around you, maybe for me it's in my bathroom, because every time when I wake up and I'm brushing my teeth and I'm in front of that mirror, I see that vision board right next to me on this side, and I make sure that I see it every day, because those things are the ones that encourage you even as you move forward. So the first thing is to visualize it. Make it visual. So if it's your children going to university, why don't you Photoshop or even just cut a picture of your children and put a hat, one of those hats, I've forgotten what they're called, from university, with the tassel around them, so that you can begin to see what that means. Or maybe the name of the university you want your children to go to. Maybe a picture of the type of house you'd like to move into. Maybe a type of business that you look up to and you want to build. Visualize it. It's very powerful. I want to recommend, if you don't mind, as number two, that if you can, look and try and watch a documentary series called The Last Dance, and it features Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, one of the wealthiest African Americans in the world, of people of African descent, black people in the world, the most successful basketballer of all time, and probably the most influential of all time. What I took away from that documentary is Michael Jordan always found something to motivate him. It didn't matter what it was, he found it. It's either he didn't like a certain opponent in the other team, he wanted to prove a point to his teammates, he wanted to prove a point to the newspapers which had written something about him, and if he could find something like that, he would create it. I mean, it seemed to me like in one of the interviews that he was going through, that he created something completely false that had never happened, but it was so powerful that it motivated him to find the success that he wants. So my question to you, are you able to find the thing that pushes you just to that next level? What made Michael Jordan extremely successful, in my opinion, is that he picked on something very specific. Even when he was playing with his siblings as a young boy, it was always, can I beat my older brother? I don't like to be, like those small things made a huge difference for him. I want you to then go and actually figure out if it really matters to you. Sometimes we pick motivations that, it would be nice. It would be nice if I could drive that car, versus I really want to drive that car. I hope you can hear the difference. It would be nice versus I can't wait. I really want. It would be nice if we could have a successful life, move into that. It would be nice, versus this is the house I want. This is the kind of business I want to live, to build. Is your motivation and it would be nice, or is it I can't wait? There's a difference. So, if you now get to the point where you have I can't wait for this thing, this is what matters to me, I'm going for it with everything I have, then go for it with everything you have. Do everything you must do in order to get there. Don't give yourself excuses. My sweetheart is doing a coaching course, and in one of the modules that they go through, she was just saying, like, it's helping people to set goals. So it says, okay, what do you want? So it says, I'd like to lose weight, for instance. Okay, so write it there, and it's peaceful. So write exactly what you want. I want to lose 15 kgs in the next 3 months, or whatever it is. Good. Now the next part, and that's where they push you, is to write down every single thing that you're going to do over the next 3 months that will get you to that goal. And to be so detailed, so specific that it doesn't even change anything along those 3 months. Why? Because if you don't do everything that you must, the likelihood of success only decreases. And we want you to find success. So, visualize. Make sure that it actually is something that motivates you, that it matters to you. All right? And then the final part, please, please, please do everything required to get there. I mean everything. Everything. See you next week on Talking Sense.